Time appears to be running out for the archaeological team from the Public Archaeology Laboratory, with the start date for construction of the expanded Opachinski Athletic Field Complex only a couple of weeks away. PCN was able to meet up with Dr. Diana Doucette and many from her team of researchers to get what may be the final glimpse at some of their most recent findings.
Pretty adamant about it.
So here's another area. The amazing thing is that the town of Kingston elected to have all of this research done, and they didn't have to by law. A lot of projects that you have to have the research done by law because of permitting issues. But they knew that there was an important site here, so before these ball fields get put in and all of the trees come down and this whole thing gets ripped up, they wanted us to come in and see what was here. And we have gotten so much information, and that it's going to add so much to the archaeological record for this area, because very few sites in the Kingston area have been professionally excavated. Most what we know is just from people's artifact collections, like the people who collected artifacts from this field when it was put in. But we don't know the context. We don't know if it was found in one of these features, if it came from a burial, if it came from a house structure, So it gives us so much information to do it this way. Okay, this stone, I should call it a stone feature, because we're not exactly sure what it is. But much of it is just under the surface. It was brought to our attention because of a couple of the larger stones were visible on the surface, sticking up, and we can see almost a line of them going out towards the field. So we opened it up. We weren't expecting to find such a cluster of stones. A lot of them have been burned somewhat. It's actually unprecedented in this area. We haven't found a stone feature like this that we believe is Native American made. And because this area has never been plowed, it remained undisturbed. So it's possible this could be here just under the surface and never having been disturbed, and it could be thousands of years old.
Maybe just in the northwest quad.
Well, we're at 90. So.
The oldest artifacts that we have found that we know because of the style of them date to about 8,000 years ago. And then we've also found, so we have a lot of material that's dating to about 8,000 years ago, or 8 to 6,000, we call the Middle Archaic. And then we have probably the largest collection of artifacts is coming from what we call the Late Archaic, about 6,000 to 3,000 years ago. And under the best possible circumstances, this site will never be developed, and we'll be able to come back years from now when we have even more sophisticated instruments and material and see what's here. But that's probably not going to happen because the town's set on building their soccer fields. So we will, this is very important to the Native American community as well as the archaeological community. And we just hope that other people that hear about the site and on all the information that we were able to glean from it can learn that digging for artifacts and artifact collections and don't really give us a lot of information. We have to find it in context so that we can put it all together.
It is kind of